What's up, guys? So if you guys have been here for some time, you guys know the two cameras that I shoot with is the Panasonic EVA 1 and the Panasonic S1H. Now you guys know on my shoots I like to use one on a gimbal and the other one handheld, just so I don't kill too much time and it's a lot easier. But things have changed and I bought another S1H. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down why I bought another one. I mean, I know I could have bought another EVA 1, but realistically, there's a reason why I went with this one. So let's get started. Alright, so let's get started with why I bought a second S1H. Now, I can already hear a lot of you guys stating, why would you spend $4,000 plus the adapter when you could have bought a Sony a7S III? You could have bought the Canon R5. They both shoot 4K 120. One of the cameras shoot 8K. The other one is just better all around. It has great autofocus. Yes, they might have better frame rates. They might have better options in different areas. But honestly, I'm not about to switch different camera brands and try to connect them when it comes to color grade. I know the Sony a7S III is a great camera. I was looking into it, but to be honest, I love the vlog. I love the dynamic range that I get out of this camera. And I've just been booking a lot of jobs as of late and I needed smaller setup. The EVA 1 is a great camera. I love it, but there's a time and place for that. And recently what I've been shooting, I needed a second camera and a smaller camera. And the S1H has been dominating and has been doing a lot for me. It doesn't matter if the autofocus is bad. Panasonic in general has always been making cameras that are meant for filmmakers, not YouTubers. There's a difference. Filmmakers, they don't care about autofocus. No one has ever talked bad about what I produce with this camera. The colors you get out of this, I just think this camera is amazing. I mean, the 4K 60, 6K, the 4K 24, 422 10-bit. Everything this camera delivers in terms of image is amazing. The fact that I didn't get a second EVA 1 and I just went with a second S1H tells a story. Sure, I could have got one two EVA 1s, spent $1,000 more, and I would have been set, and I would have got outstanding colors, internals, NDs, and all the extra stuff that the cinema camera comes with. But the IBIS that you get out of this is game changer. You get great photos, and I just feel like this camera does not get talked about as much because it doesn't have great autofocus. And I feel like that's what every YouTube video out there bashes the camera for. If it only had autofocus. This camera is a filmmaker's camera. That's what I call it. And if you guys want great outstanding image and quality, this camera is gonna give it. Now, I know the Sony a7S III, it's a great camera. To be honest, I would have bought the camera, but I'm well invested into Canon EF lenses and Panasonic. So that's really where I'm gonna stay at. As long as they keep producing great cameras, I mean, that's where I'm staying. There's no reason for me to switch just because the next camera has 4K 120 or the next one's gonna have 6K 120. As long as the camera does a job and is bringing you jobs and is not holding you back when it comes to editing, that's the right camera you should go for. I also have a wedding company with my girlfriend, and these are gonna be the two cameras that we're gonna be using going forward. She'll be using one, I'll be using one, so when we're doing video together, the footage is gonna match. We don't have to worry about it. First of all, let me take this away. And these S1H alone itself, just having one was the best investment ever. For one, the colors you can push out of this camera, that 4K or 6K 10-bit, even if it's 420 10-bit, you're still able to push it as if it was raw. The color grade you can get out of this, it's amazing. The S1H works good for me. I have all the lenses already, so obviously that's why I bought a second camera. If you guys own a good camera, invest in lenses and lighting. Do not buy a second camera if you don't have the right equipment to maximize the cameras. But yeah, the only reason I bought this camera and not a second EVA 1 was the IBIS, the compact form. The image may not be as crisp as the EVA 1, but it's pretty damn close. You guys already know the S1H works best for me. The EVA 1 works best for me. To finish this video off, the only videos that I'm gonna shoot with the EVA 1 going forward is well-structured shoots or when I'm shooting outdoors, because the highlight, roll off, and the internal NDs is gonna play a major factor when I'm shooting out and about. But if I'm in a studio, you're not gonna tell the difference. I don't care what camera you have. Any camera's gonna do good when it's lit up properly. And that's really what I came to find out. Don't fall into that trap by all YouTubers saying it's bad because the autofocus. When this camera was never known for autofocus. This camera is known for image and a filmmaker. Filmmakers for the most part shoot in manual. I made a career off that. So yeah, just overall backing up the S1H because a lot of people trash this camera. I think it's a great camera. I think every camera is great nowadays. the S1H just works for me. That's all it is. So if you guys like this video, consider subscribing. Like this video because it always helps the channel out, guys. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. LA is hot. I had to wait till like midnight and it's still 95 degrees. Can you believe that? It's hot. So yeah, I'm out and about. Gotta turn on that AC because it's hot. Peace out, guys.